Hi everybody, my name is Michael Jurewicz. My presentation's on being computer forensic analyst. Sorry if it's going to be a boring presentation. It's a job that I want in the future, so I figured it'd be a good resource to learn about it now. And alright, so what is computer forensics? Computer forensics is collecting, analyzing, and securing computer data. The main purpose of it is to collect evidence that's admissible in court. Where it's used, it's currently used a lot in law enforcement and in private investigation firms. It can relate to cybercrime, it can relate to regular crimes that have technology involved. It can be anything from child pornography investigation, murder investigation, terrorist attacks. Everybody heard about the recent Apple versus FBI case that was going on, where the FBI wanted to have Apple unlock their iPhone that was being used in an attack, and Apple decided not to do it, so the FBI had a whole team of computer forensic analysis people on it, and in the end they figured it out. So the main purpose of computer forensics is to recover evidence and to give that evidence to the authorities to be used in a case. Alright, moving on. How much cash? The average salary for a computer forensic analyst is about $70,000. You could start off with a low 55 to 58. By the time you have more experience in your career, you can go up to almost 120,000. The requirements to be a computer forensic analyst: you would need a bachelor's degree in computer forensics or a similar area. And while certifications are usually needed, they may not be mandatory to find a position. Some experts recommend taking time to get certified. Some organizations require it, while others look more favorably upon those applicants who have earned a certification. So it would be better to sometimes go out and get these certifications, but it's not entirely necessary in that field. Alright, did you know? When you delete a file on your computer, it never really gets deleted. Forensic analysts can find out what websites you have visited and what you have downloaded. Forensic analysis can reveal when files were last accessed or deleted. Even when using a webmail server like Yahoo, MSN, or Hotmail, a forensic analyst can reveal deleted emails, and attempts to cover up any evidence are usually very obvious. Now, deleting a file doesn't really mean it's gone. Windows and other operating systems keep track of where files are on your hard drive through so-called pointers. Each file and folder on your hard disk has a pointer that tells Windows where the file's data begins and ends. When you delete a file, Windows removes the pointer and marks the sectors containing the file's data as available. From the file system's point of view, the file is no longer present on your hard drive, and the sectors containing its data are considered free space. However, until Windows actually writes new data over the sectors containing the content of the file is still recoverable. A file recovery program can scan a hard drive for these deleted files and restore them. If the file has been partially overwritten, the file program can only really recover part of the data. Okay, so your browser history and downloads. It's important to note that different browsers behave in different ways, making the recovery specialized for each type. But for instance, Internet Explorer is the most common browser, as it is automatically installed on all PCs. Internet Explorer creates a content file on the user's C drive, storing information on websites, images, and downloads that are utilized by the user. It's also possible to gather information from stored like cookies. While cookies are deletable, many users don't know how or neglect to do so. Another thing that users don't really know about is all these browsers keep temporary internet files on your computer. As you can see in the PowerPoint, here we have a picture of someone's temporary internet file folder. It's pretty big, and these things can take up a lot of space if not cleaned. Plus they have evidence based on, I guess, years, depending on if you never clean it, of stuff that you looked through and your other history. Your temporary internet file folder is usually hidden, so it's not really accessible to users who don't have a background in information technology. On the bottom you could see two directories about where you can these temporary internet files are hidden. So clearing these out usually can be important, but they're usually not, and computer forensic analysis can pull off a lot of data by reading these. Alright, so files know more than you think. The keyword for this slide is metadata. Metadata is often described as data about data, and it's used to provide information about a specific file or document. Computer forensic experts use metadata to understand what activities are transpiring on a digital device, such as a computer or a hard drive. Most metadata fields are hidden and not easily seen or accessible by the end user. Sometimes individuals make an effort to alter or purge metadata. When a person tries to cover his or her tracks by tampering with metadata, inconsistencies across various metadata points can sometimes reveal clues about evidence tampering or destruction of crucial evidence.